I had to smoke, I had to drink, it was crazy. I got such a terrible acidity attack, and then I wanted to puke and my head was hurting, and it was tough as hell.
I'm just going to touch upon a few iconic moments, and I'm going to ask you if there is a story that you can remember from them, right? For instance, the one thing that you'll always be known for the rest of your life now is that line, entertainment.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the rest of your life. I mean, do you remember when you read this line or what did happen right there?
No, I didn't think it would become such an iconic line. There were other lines that I thought could become iconic, and they did. But this line, I just said it was done. Who knew that for the rest of my life, whichever event I went to, my introduction would happen through this line. These are things, I guess. But Rajat Arora is a fantastic dialogue writer. So there are quite a few lines in that film that have stayed with me.
Is there any moment from the film that stayed with you in terms of something that you particularly enjoyed in terms of performance per se from Dirty Picture? Was it hard? Was it easy?
It was tough. It was tough as hell. Because, she was someone who we're very different people. There were very few similarities that I could find between her and me. And it was tough because, one, she was using her body brazenly, and I'm someone who's always been very shy of my body because I grew up a fat girl. So that's something I've always been conscious of. And here I had to be completely free. And I had to wear clothes that I'd never imagined wearing in my life. I had to smoke, I had to drink, it was crazy. I think it took, the first time I smoked, we did this scene, the silk coffee scene between Imran and me. We're in the cafe and I say, "Do silk coffee lana," basically to show him that, listen, this has been my territory. And that obviously, they should have gotten me a lighter cigarette. I didn't know much about cigarettes, but they got me one of those old style brown filters. And by the end of the scene, I had smoked 10, 15 cigarettes, I think. Even if not full, but within a span of 2-3 hours, I got such a terrible acidity attack, and then I wanted to puke and my head was hurting. And so we had lots of instances like that. Also because Miller had a very clear vision of how he wanted me to look, because he wanted to grade that, the rise and the fall. He was very particular. So the number of costume trials we did on that film, and then the makeup trials. So sometimes I remember one night we finished shoot at 2 o'clock, and then at 2:45 we were doing a costume trial. 2:45 a.m. So it was a very tough film.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.